Hey, it's Gordon Cockerpunk again. After making my what to buy to start pump play, I started thinking to myself, well, that's kind of dumb because I didn't give you guys any hints on how to play pump paintball, which is kind of the whole point of it all. So I thought I'd make this video here about maybe some tips for your first time out with a pump gun. And I just wanted to start with there's a lot of great videos out there to see. Old School Challenge and the NSA videos. That's National Stock Players Association. Search for those on YouTube. There's a bunch of great videos of some great players. Blowfish, if you search their name, they play stock class in MPBL, or used to. And they're phenomenal as well. And my own FPS series, I play a lot of pump in those. So you can watch those videos and just, you know, to get a feel for how the game is played out. A couple of tips I always tell new pump players. Number one, shoot your gun a lot. Shoot your gun a lot, alright? When you're playing semi, you know, you're playing like 7-man semi, you know, real competitive level, you're tossing out, you know, 600, 800 rounds a game. In pump terms, that should be 150 rounds in a game. Just blow through it. Just keep shooting your gun. Always be shooting your gun. I say this for a couple of reasons. One, anytime you get a new gun, you should shoot a lot of paint through it. That's just, you should just do that to learn how it shoots, learn how it feels, and when you're talking about a pump gun, you're talking about basically relearning how to aim your paintball gun. So shoot a lot of paint, if only for the sake that you need to learn how to shoot your pump gun. The other reason is because you gotta shoot your gun to win. It's just that simple. I'm definitely not a one-shot killer or any of those, you know, one-shot, one-kill kind of people. You can watch my videos and even stock class. I unload with the stock class gun pretty fast. So shoot your gun a lot to get used to the gun, number one, and secondly, because you need to shoot the other players. So take your shots, don't mind reloading. I just see it all the time where people, I borrow out a pump gun to somebody, they shoot 7 shots in the game, and they stay at home plate the whole time. When you're playing center or home plate there with a semi, you would have gone through 600, 800 rounds, and with me playing pump, even with a stock class gun, I would have blown through 160 maybe shots playing back center with a pump. So shoot your gun a lot. Just don't fear reloading, because that's what happens. Is these people I borrow guns to, they are afraid to have to pump the gun, or they're afraid that they'll be, you know, left open for a bunker move or something because they're pumping, or they're reloading, or something like that. Just don't fear those kind of things. Just shoot a lot. Second thing is run a lot, because you know, in a semi game, you can sit behind a back corner and win a game from a back corner. And I know a couple of pump players who can win games from back corners, but they are phenomenal players. So even if you're kind of a bigger dude, or you're used to playing back mostly, run a lot. And that means, you know, off the break, you're not going for back corners so much as you're going for 40s. You're going straight up the middle. Snake is the best position for a pump player. Best position, hands down. Best position for a pump player to play. When I show up at a field and nobody knows who I am, I run Snake for the first 6 or 8 games, because I can just kill people. And then as soon as they realize that I'm running Snake every time, they try and lane me out, and then things get interesting. But Snake is a great position for your pump players, because it's about, all you have to do is make sure you don't get bunkered, which your team should help you with that, and all you do is pop one ball out at people, and you just one-ball people like crazy out of the Snake. It's not a gunfighter's position, it's just a sneaking kind of thing, where the fact that you can't spray 15 balls per second is of little consequence. So look for these forward positions when you're playing, and move a lot, because in pump play, your defense is rather limited. Because think about it, when you play semi, what do you do when you're down on numbers in semi? You lock down the lanes, right? What does locking down the lanes mean? It means you shoot that way at 15, I'll shoot that way at 15 or 13 or whatever, and they can't move up on us because we're spitting out enough paint that they can't move up. Doing that with stock class guns, well, possible, is extremely difficult. Even open class guns, holding down lanes is harder to do. So your best defense like that is a good offense, and offense in paintball is based on two things: gunfighting and movement. So that's the two things I already talked about, is gunfighting. You need to shoot your gun a lot. Get in gunfights with people. Do it. Pump players are, in my opinion, some of the best gunfighters out there, not to say that semi-players can't achieve that same skill, because I've been shot out in a gunfight many times by great semi-players. And movement. So, you move in, you get the angles. That's what you should do as a pump player. Those two things. Shoot your gun a lot, and move a lot. And, I don't know, sometimes when I play a semi, I can get bogged down because I got enough firepower that I can just shoot my way out of this situation. Whereas if I was playing pump, I would have tried to finesse my way out with maybe a tricksy move, maybe a bunker move here. And there's another thing. Get the bunkers. Bunker moves are the most fun with a pump gun that you can never have more fun than doing a pump run through in paintball, in my opinion. It just does not happen. It is the most fun. You just run through them, just popping them one at a time, just pow, pow, pow. There's a good run through I did on, I think, the end of my second FPS video, where I popped 2 guys in gunfights, and then I just went on a run through, shot like 3 more. All in the back, all one ball at a time, and that is the most fun you can have. So, those, again, we're going back to those 2 points: shoot a lot and move a lot, because that's what good pump players do, is they shoot and they move. And don't try and do this, one-shot killer business like I can play a game on a 10-round tube. Who cares? I don't. I shoot tons of paint. You guys can watch my videos. I shoot tons of paint. It doesn't matter though, because just shoot a lot of paint, move a lot. I'm not as small and quick as I used to be after turning 21. I think I gained about 16 or 18 pounds just right there. But shooting and moving is the key. So I've just found very few players who can actually just sit in the back corner and snipe, if you will, because that happens to me, where I'll go out on a field with people who don't know who I am, and they see that I have a pump gun, and then they tell me to snipe from the back corner, which, if you've ever played pump for even a game, you realize how ineffective a pump gun is at any range, because you can literally just dodge the paintball. So, get up on them. Move on them, get angles on them, gunfight them out if you have to. If you're forced to play a back corner, shoot lots of paint. Shoot lots of paint. I once played a back corner in a 7-man game, pumps versus semis, so we had 7 pumps versus semis, and I played a back corner with this buzzard. I shot, I think, 412 grams worth of paint, which is, on this gun, about 140, right in there, balls in about a 4 or 5 minute game, just because I was just pop, 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 because I had to shoot a lot. So, watch videos, just be confident, shoot your gun a lot, and run a lot. And you'll do fine, and you'll have a blast, I guarantee it. So, yeah, just those are my hints. So you guys have a good one, and if you guys are have been subscribed here for a while, we do have the Cooper T-Bolt. We're working on the rig to test it and the setup to test it. So keep in touch for that. I also have a couple of other ideas for tests in the works. Otherwise, send me your videos, or send me your myths if you want us to test something. If you've wondered something about paintball, send it to me. I'll see what I can do about testing it, and and we'll go from there. So you guys have a good one, and hope you found this helpful. See you around.